Guys, don't ever play the Forge on Roblox. I had the worst experience. My friend and I, we were just playing. Immediately realized the time passed. It's so the bullying's repetitive. Everything more.
Well, when we look further into the nervous system, what do you see? Well, apart from seeing blue lines in the brain, you see the basics of what make up our system. We see neurons, the electrical chemical cells that interpret a message. Alongside neurons, there are also glial cells which support and protect the neurons within. But how do we truly visualize what the neurons and glial cells do? Well, it's best we see a visual representation of what a neuron is and how the process known as neurotransmission works. Firstly, we have the cell body of the neuron, which acts as the life support of the neuron itself. The body has these attached branches to it known as dendrites, which receive and interpret messages from other neurons. Once a signal is received from the dendrite itself, the message is carried out through the axon fiber, or up through the myelin sheath, a fatty tissue which vastly improves transmission speed through the axon. Finally, the message is now at the axon terminal, where the message is finally sent off to another neuron. Now, in order for these neurons to fire off a message to others and make neural transmission possible, the process must start like this. Before a neuron sends the signal, it remains at resting potential, not firing but polarized enough to fire when set. Soon though, the neuron will reach its threshold as there's enough stimulation to trigger an action. Since there's enough stimulation, action potential is set and the neuron is sent through a neural impulse down the axon. Depolarization also occurs within the neuron as positive ions start to flood in. Now, as the neuron sends the signal will soon follow an all or non-response in which the signal will either fire at full speed or none at all. After all this though, the neuron enters the refractory period, which is when the action potential can no longer be used for a brief pause due to the neuron repolarizing itself. Now, at the end, there's also a phase known as reuptake, in which some neurotransmitters are just simply reabsorbed back into the original neuron.